Hey guys, it's me, JC, and welcome to Salem. We just checked into our hotel, and this is definitely the coolest room I've ever been in before. It's very old. We even have like a fireplace, a little chair, and I haven't even looked out the window yet. Oh, that's cute. And then, I mean, the bathroom is pretty dang modern looking. Looks like this. So this is our hotel, and right across the street is the witch house. So we just got through Orlocks. It's pretty short, but the thing is, there was no photos, videography, nothing like that in there. So a bit disappointing for the vlog, but you'll just have to come here yourself, I guess. Wow. It is actually the next day. So yesterday we did end up doing a walking tour called Bewitched. It was a history walking tour. One of the interesting things that really stuck out in my mind, and I'm pretty sure I heard of this before, but I must have just forgotten about it. But there was these girls that were bewitched, and what they did was they took a dog biscuit, dunked it in their pee, and fed it to a dog, and then the dog started convulsing. Oh no! And then they killed the dog. So actually, the first victims of the witch trials were dogs. Isn't that so sad? So the crazy thing though, so at the very beginning of the tour, our guide said we actually have a security with us as well, just to keep you guys safe. And I was like, that's weird. I've never been on a walking tour with a security guard before. So maybe like half-ish way through our tour, we were crossing the street, and the security guard was out there to make sure that we could cross safely. And then a lady in a car started like honking her horn at us, and then tempers flared, and she drove away. And I thought, like, okay, well, that was weird, but fine. But she came back and then started yelling at us, and then the cops were called. I'm like, holy crap. So the last walking tour we had was in Boston, and somebody got kicked out of the group for peeing in the park, and now this one, the cops are called. I'm like, what is with Massachusetts, man? So that was our night. And then today we're gonna do the House of the Seven Gables, and we don't really have too much of a plan today. I guess we'll just see where the day takes us. Just got done doing our tour. For some reason there was no videos, but we could take pictures, so I took lots of pictures. The coolest part was the secret staircase. It was kind of hard to climb, but totally worth it. So the House of the Seven Gables is over here, and this is the birthplace of Nathaniel Hawthorne.
Gummy bear.
This little candy shop is just over there is the house of the Salem Gables. I wasn't expecting to go into a candy shop, but we got gold brains and a whole bunch of chocolates. Can you see? Yeah, it looks such like a cute little place. I was so excited. Oh, and I got my witch's hat, which is the one thing I really wanted to get here. So, all that being said, today's been a really good day. I decided just to jump into the custom house since it's free. And here is Nathaniel bashing the custom house. Here is where they would weigh things to see how much customs would have to be paid.
I'm sure that's flashing up on top there as well. So they tried to protect it as much as they possibly could.
More interesting than I thought it would be because I got into like deep conversations with two of the employees. But the bird statue that I took a video of was the original. So this one is actually not the original.
These were like the most passionate government employees I've talked to in a long time.
Yeah, and that's actually this last guy at the door here. And the guy we were talking to before was the first time I actually heard an accent. And I was like, oh yeah.
Like the Boston accent.
Yes. Very accenty.
Secretary of War under Cleveland. President of General James Miller and the hero of Lundy's Lane, while collector of the port.
Fish and chips. We had come across the Nathaniel Hawthorne statue. Our fish and chips. So we just decided to pop into the Halloween museum, and it is trippy. And you can look through these glasses. Oh, we got these little miniatures. I love miniatures.
She wasn't out. She's the only girl we got.
Oh, there we go. Sometimes my camera has a really hard time focusing when it's dark. There we go.
It just makes all the difference in the family and makes me happy. So one thing that happened one year was there was this kid walked up to me and she started speaking.
Terrifying Furby Halloween collection.
Guardate su.
No, Teresa. Teresa.
La mix del barbigliato.
Oh, jeez. So everyone, here is the town hall that was in Hocus Pocus. Here is the Bewitched statue. We got a picture of it yesterday evening when actually nobody was around. We're like, take a picture now! And here we have Allison's house. So you can't go inside, but you can go into the gardens. That was fun. We were just taking selfies in front of Allison's house. Some Mormons came up to us and took a picture for us. So that's nice. So now we're just heading back to the gardens. It's beautiful. And here is the back of the house. I guess it's actually called the Ropes Mansion. So there's this giant tree on the other side of the house. There's even a little sign to protect the tree. Pretty cool. We are back at the hotel room for a little bit. I want to show you the other two things that we bought today. So we got this little magnet. It's so cute. At the bottom it just says Salem, Massachusetts. And then the other thing is this little snow globe. So it has a cat on this side, and then some cobwebs on this side. And in the middle, I think it's the House of Seven Gables, and then there's like a witch, and then it says 1626. Just make sure that you can see it, and then it looks like that. It's pretty cute.
Cemetery in the United States. We're uncontested in that regard. When we're coming here, I've had some of the most activity showing up in pictures in this house. This is one of them. When the colonists first came to this area, if there was ever an outbreak of the flu. Oh, thank you. It was like really hot. It's taken them 3 years to get the front finished. So, now that is it for the history of this place. Now let's talk about some of them. Only once. And I have no idea what they're doing. I assume they're like the villains from like the Austin Powers movie. So, like they even have like a second floor to like look down with their monocles at the normal folk.
It is the last full day. Really weird morning. I did have a migraine. Of course I did. So my vision was very blurry, and then my vision got a lot better, but I feel like I'm still getting over it, but anyways, I'm feeling better, though my right arm is still very numb, and I'm still it's hard to think still, but thankfully, actually, I never had having a hard time thinking. My head never had pain, which is weird, but that's really good. But I'm having a really hard trouble thinking. But I think I am good enough to actually go out and do something, because I want to not waste today. So I think we are going to head to the we're gonna go to the museum. God, it's so annoying. having to try to think clearly. The Peabody Essex Museum. This is a 200-year-old Chinese house that was moved all the way to Salem. So we were there for maybe half an hour, maybe like 40 minutes before my brain started to work again. I was thinking maybe we made a mistake because my head really started hurting, but it all turned out. So we're gonna quickly head back to the hotel, and then we're gonna head to the witch house. It is the end of the night. So for the witch house, they didn't let videography to be used again in this house. And I don't know why, but I did take a couple pictures. It was a very tiny house with only a few rooms, but it was still pretty interesting. And then we went for supper at this place called Antique Table Restaurant, I think. Yep. And the food was decent, but I think they were pretty understaffed, so it took us forever to get our drinks. But yeah, it was raining all day today, so kind of miserable. But tomorrow we don't have to leave super early because our flight's not till after 6, so we're gonna spend a little bit of time left here in Salem, check out the Witch Museum, and maybe do a little bit of shopping, and then our vacation's over.
Do you want a picture of it?
We went shopping and picked out this sweater. Hey guys, for our last day here. So we went to the Bewitched Museum. So I feel like it's maybe labeled wrong. It's not a museum. It's like two different productions, I guess, and there's no filming or pictures, but they did let us take a picture of the red circle on the ground, so I did do that, which had the victims of the Salem witch trials, and then it just kind of went through and told like the story. I mean, it was interesting. And then I did get a little guy. I think it's the most adorable little skeleton I've ever seen. It's a little yoga skeleton. And I saw the exact same one like 2 days ago, I think. It was $13 and I was like, ooh, it's a little steep. But this one was only $5, so I was like, I gotta get it. So now we're just across the street here in this little park. Very cute. And there is this crazy looking statue right in front of the museum here. But we're not gonna have a lot of time to just hang out. I think we probably need to be, I mean, it's only 12:30. Yeah, so we have time to like not rush. We'll probably just grab lunch and stuff, and then we gotta head home. So sad. These are my people.